Okay, we're back in Matrix Gold. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. If you find this video useful, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment below. Let's get started. Right away, we're just going to go to our tools and grab the cathedral rail. And we'll just pull this down a little bit, and we'll take that up. And we'll kind of move it out of the way a little bit. That should be fine. And hit enter. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and slap a gem on that rail. So we'll go to pick our curve, go to our gems, gem on ring rail, and we'll move that up to our center location. Hold down shift, 0.5. We'll just leave it at that size there. And that height is probably fine, so we'll just take that. Next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and get that rail again and put another gemstone on it. And we'll drag that one up around here. And then we'll go to our size list in our dynamic command, and we'll make it about a 1/2 carat. So let's see, around a 1/2. There we go, and hit click, and then we do not want them touching, so we'll need to offset that just a little. Around here should be fine, and we'll hit enter. Next thing we're going to do is take that gem, and we're going to go to our transform menu and dynamic or parametric mirror it. So it's on. We have both one on each side now. It looks good. And hit enter. So we have our stones. Next thing we'll do is we'll go to our curves menu, and we'll offset this curve here, right here, distance 0.05. We'll take it there, and I'm going to take that and change it to yellow and hit enter. Next thing we'll do is let's go ahead and take our gemstone here, and we'll do that later. We'll go ahead, take all of blue, all our gemstones, and we'll go to our gems menu and go to gem guides, and we'll slap them on. First thing we want to do is we want to raise them up a little bit. So we'll take them up maybe around about even with the top of the table's fine, and we'll go to taking a look at or watching our top view. We're going to offset them slightly to about a 0.3, 0.2. We'll do a 0.3 and hit enter. Okay, so we have that so far. At this point, what we're going to do is first, let's go ahead and take a look at this stone here. Let's go ahead and put a settings, go to settings menu, put an under bezel on it. And right away I'm going to go to the dynamic commands and go to my profile library, and I'm going to select this one here and hit select. And go to my front view, and I'm going to angle that in quite a bit, and I'm going to drag it up to around 0.86, somewhere around there, and I have a nice little area there. That's fine. And I'm going to take these stones, and I'm going to edit them and drop them down. Okay, now it comes into my under bezel there, so that's not exactly what I want, although it's not a bad thing. You could undercut that just a little bit, give it a little bit more support, and the looking down might be not that bad. So that's something, you know, if you like, you could do. But I'm going to just go ahead and take mine out just a little bit so that they're not touching, and then hit enter. Okay, so we have this. Do I want to? Yeah, that's good. Alright, so we'll go on, we'll move on, and then from here what I'm going to do is go to my top there and select all of those. I'm going to change those to white, and I'm going to hide them. I don't want to select them by accident. So here we got this. And right now actually is a great time to job bag. So because right now everything is parametric. If I was to take this stone and I was to change it to a from a round to like an oval, everything updates. So right now is, or if I take it to a pear, it doesn't matter. Oh, my gems, that one's not good, but pear shape, keep it 4. Cushion cut, everything updates. So right now is not a bad time to job bag it, so you can do that. I'm just going to go ahead and back out of this command. Now what we're going to do is some blending curves. So we'll go to our curves menu. We'll go ahead and do the parametric blend. And this line is kind of like our guideline. That's kind of why we put it there. So we're going to take this one, and you can rearrange these any way you want. If you want to sweep it here, if you want to sweep it there, it doesn't really matter. It's personal preference, however you want. So keep that in mind, but I'm just going to go ahead and do this. So I'm going to take it from there to my large stone, and then I'm going to go to my front view, and I'm going to drag it down and drag this one down so it's kind of around where that offset curve is, and I'll just go ahead and accept that. And now I'm going to take this curve over here, and we know that one goes to our large stone, and we're going to drag that down something like that, and drag this one, and I'll drag this one up just a little. There we go. And I'll go ahead and accept that. And then the last ones right here and right here, and we'll drag that down, and we'll drag this one down, kind of keep. And again, you can sweep those any way you want. It really doesn't matter. Personal preference. And I'll hit enter. Okay, so we have this so far, and actually everything here still is parametric. So if you wanted to save at this point, that's not a bad thing either, because everything will update. All your curves will update with your stone. So I'm just going to back out of that. This is probably the better point to actually save. Now I'm going to we need prongs, right? So I'm going to go to my circle command, and I'm going to go down here to my command line and click around curve, select my curve. That's this one here. I'm going to drag it right up to that point and then kind of angle it so I can get a good look. And I'm going to disable snaps, because if I snap to something, the angle of my prong could be off, so don't really want that. So I'll do it something around a 1.203. That should be fine. And then I'm going to do the same thing to the next one here. Go around curve, select my rail, drag it up there, and it was a 1.0 something. 1.0. Yeah, 1.02, I think, somewhere around there. I could probably just type it in. And then our last one I'm going to make a little bit bigger, so we're going to select that, around curve, pick our curve, go up to our point, and then get a good look at it. And I'm just going to make that one a little bit bigger than the others. 1.1, that one's fine. Okay, so we'll take it something like that. Next thing I'm going to do is select all 3 of these circles that we just put on there, holding down shift, none, curve, and I'm going to go to transform and parametric mirror over to the other side and hit enter. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is those are grouped together, so I'm going to ungroup those. Yeah, there we go. So they should be, all right, yeah. Next thing we're going to do is some sweeping. So sweep 1, so we'll go to our surface menu, sweep 1, we'll select this curve here, this rail here, and this one here, and hit enter, and I'm going to drag that up to 0.5 and hit enter, and right away you can see that the seam point's jacked up, but we'll wait till the end. So I'm just going to right click, select that rail, select this one, and that one comes over to here, select that one, hit enter, and I'm going to drag that up to a 0.5 and hit enter. And our last one, select our rail, select our circle, and hit enter, and drag that up to a 0.5 and hit enter, and that one seems to be jacked up too. So in order to fix those seam points to get that sweep going good, as you can tell, we're going to go to our curve menu, way down on the end, edit tools, adjust seam point, and I'm going to select that circle, hit enter, and I'm just going to switch it to the other side to see if that will fix it, and it did not. So let's go to this one. Oh, they're back to regroup, ungroup. No, I really messed it up, huh? So let's go to our seam point, adjustment, adjust close curve. We'll go here, hit enter, and I'm just going to move that. I'm just going to take it back to the other side, hit enter, and then that one looks okay. Let's see what's going on here. Why is it still grouped? Ungroup. Select this one, go to our seam point, and we'll drag it around to this side. See if that, yep, there we go. Alright, and next thing we're going to do, it looks like that middle one's okay. So we'll go to this one here, right click, curve, enter. First thing I want to do is just switch the side, see if that fixes it. And no, it didn't. So we'll select it again, hit enter, and we'll drag it, and we'll switch it. And there we go. Alright, so they all look, this one looks a little bit off. Let's find out where this seam point's at. Okay, we'll hit enter. Let's check this one out. We'll move this one over to here, hit enter. Yeah, there we go, much better. Alright, so now all our seam points are in good, and that looks good. Okay, so next I'm going to go to my right view, and I'm going to go to my rotate, copy off, no copy, and turn back on my O snaps, and select objects to rotate, green, all the green, hit enter, go from this point, and I'm going to drag it down, hold shift, and I'm going to just bring it in a little bit and hit enter. Okay, now you can go through here and again align all your prongs up however you want. Like maybe you want this one more out, you can go to your right side, just select the one, go to rotate, and hold down shift, and then kind of move it out a little bit so it gives a little overlapping or different look. However you want to rearrange them is fine. I'm just going to leave them like this, because at the toward the end of the video we're going to do something that will make that irrelevant. So let's continue on. So I have all my green right there with my prongs. It looks fine so far. Yeah. All right, and from here what I'm going to do is take my green and go to transform and mirror, parametric mirror to the other side. Wait for the menu to pop up. I'm going to switch it from Y direction to X direction and hit enter. So we have all our prongs on there. And let's take a look from the front, and they're all pretty much above our ring rail, which is what we want. Okay, so we'll move on. Now what we want to do is put the under bezels on those other stones, right? So we'll go to our tools menu, go to match attributes, select objects to apply a style sheet to. That's what we want them to, the style to go to. So that would be this stone, and hit enter. Now we want to select objects to take style sheets from. That'll be our center stone because we want that under bezel. Click the under bezel and hit apply. So now all our stones have the exact same under bezel and settings. All right. So that's all good. Now let's see. We want to go to our outside ring rail. We need to make some adjustments to our outside ring rail. So let's select our outside ring rail on our cathedral and go to edit. And the first thing we want to do is probably drag that puppy down, right? So something around here, and we'll bring it in. And if I move this, I believe, yeah, it'll move my stone. So you got to be careful. Make sure you don't move that one. Yeah, it's okay. All right. So I want to get a good look underneath it because I want it to go into my under bezel. Yeah, something like that. And that outside one, let's take that down a little bit so it goes in right about there. All right. And it's not a bad thickness. 0.9. Let's 0.1. Get a good look. We can probably drag that back just a little. Yeah, there we go. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll accept that. So it looks good. Yeah. All right. Now from here, what we want to do is we want to go to our tools menu, which we already are, and get our profile, and we'll slap it to this rail here. And I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that, and we want to select our outside ring rail, and we'll do this one here. All right, and it automatically placed it in there. So let's turn it on wire so we can kind of see it. Kind of huge right there. So we're going to drag this down a little around, I don't know, 1.3, something like that. Something like that there. We can always go back and adjust that later, so it's no big deal. And then we want to add another one, holding down shift at our mid section there. And this time we'll change it. We'll change it to a little square with rounded curves, my favorite. Here, and we'll go to this. And we'll do a little manipulating here. And I'm going to take this out to around a 2.5, and we'll just accept that. And it's a little off. I'm going to, is it front view? I'm going to drag it up. Just a little past, because we're going to do a little something. Yeah, we'll just drag it down a little bit more. Okay. And hit enter. Yeah. Hit enter. All right. So now we have this. So we have to sweep it. So let's go ahead and do a sweep to this rail. this rail, this profile here, and this one down here, and hit enter. Okay, let's just take a look at this. That looks good. Yeah. Let's go ahead and hide our stones, see if it pops out there. It does. So let's just drag that down in there. That's fine, because we're going to do a cutter later. And we'll go ahead and accept that. Now we'll take this and we'll go ahead and mirror it to the other side and hit enter. So we have one on both sides. And let's bring back our stones just for sake of looking. There we go. Yeah. Okay, from here what we're going to do, this is, you don't have to do that. You could actually just sweep this around, put another profile here if you want it thicker or thinner or whatever at the bottom, but I'm just going to do a little extra on it, kind of show different things that you can do with the stuff. So we'll go to our top menu, and first let me make sure, yes, they have caps, so I'll go to my top menu. And I'm going to go to my surface and I grab a planar curve and put on a cutter layer, and I'm just going to draw a planar curve right there. Okay, so it sticks out. Now I'm going to take this and split it with our planar curve and hit enter. Okay, so we have this. I'm going to take that, delete it, take that poly surface and delete it. Okay, and at this point what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this curve and I'm just going to hide it. So I'll put it on pink and hide it for right now. Now what I'm going to do is I want a Euro shank on it, so make it a little different from everything else you see out there or whatever. So I'm going to go to my tools menu and grab another outside ring rail and select our ring rail, and there it is. So I already know it's a 2.5, but we're going to do this anyway just to make sure that nothing goes wrong, and drag that to 2.5, 2.5, so it's 2.5 going all the way around. Oh, I forgot to set up the, let's bring back that, let's go back, let's bring back our pink and hide this for a second, and let's go back to our ring rail and do an adjustment. I want that thing out to a 2.5, and I want this one to a 2.5, and I'll hit enter. Now we'll have to do that sweep again, but that's okay. Everything else updated. So now let's do that sweep one more time. My apologies, I should have done that at the beginning. Select this ring rail, select this ring rail, select this profile and this one, hit enter, and we want to drag that down, so we'll just make it 0, hit enter. So we have this. Now we'll take that and mirror it to our other side and hit enter. Bring back our cutter plane, and we'll take this and split with this and hit enter. And we'll take these. Oh, it didn't split. Okay, so we'll take one more time. We'll take this and split with this and hit enter. Okay, it should have done it this time. We'll take that, delete it, that surface, delete it, this, and hide it. Okay, so now we have open curves there. I'm going to take that curve there and change that to a white, and get rid of it for right now. Now I'm going to hide that pink and bring back another ring rail, outside ring rail. So we'll go outside ring rail, we'll select our inside. Okay, like I said, I already know it's a 2.5 this time for sure, and 2.5, and hit enter. I could probably do the sweep from here if I wanted to, but I just don't trust it. But I'm going to go to this. I'm going to edit it. I'm going to just grab a Euro shank and then click out of it. Sometimes it could mess it up, so I don't want to. I already know it's a 2.5 and a 2.5, so I'm going to hit enter. I'm going to bring back my cutting rail. I'm going to take this and I'm going to split with this and hit enter, and then I'll just get rid of that, and this should be curved. Now at this point I'm just going to drag this thing down. Alright, and then I'm going to DUP, dupe edge, DO, dupe edge. I'm going to select these edges and these edges, click enter, and then right away join them together. 6 curves joined into 2 closed curves. That's what I want. So from here I'll go to my transform menu, go to orient from 2 points, and I'll select my outside ring curve with the Euro shank, hit enter, go to that point, and I'll go to this end, drag it over to this mid, and then back out of that, right click twice, and there we go. And so now I want to go ahead and add an extra profile down here at the bottom. Hold down shift, and I want to change that profile as well to this one, and hit select, and then I need to assign that outside rail to it here, and I want to make it a little thicker but not that thick, so around a 3. Holding down shift, it takes it in point halves, and then hit enter. Okay, now we'll do a surface 2 sweep on it. This rail here, this rail, that profile, this profile, and that profile, and hit enter. And see, now I have a nice little Euro shank on it. And we don't need any of the capping or anything, so we'll just turn all that off in our dynamics menu, and we'll hit enter. Okay, so at this point we can take this, and join them together, so it should be a closed poly surface, which it is. Alright, so let's take a look and see what we got so far. So far so good. Alright, and we'll go back. Now we need to get that inside rail there, right? Make it a little more comfortable for the ladies wearing it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this ring rail here and go to our tools and put a profile on it, and we'll change that profile as well to my favorite, this one here, and hit select. And then we just need to drag it inside, or make it the size we want so you can't see it. We'll make these a little smaller. 0.2, 1.2, 1.4. Okay, and then I'll mirror this one on the other side, and then we'll add one more in the center, holding down shift right there. And now we want to go ahead and connect those rails, give it support, and we'll drag that out, something like that, and height looks okay. What's our height? 1 point. Yeah, that's fine. Could probably make it a little thinner, lighten up some of the metal there. We'll just make it a 1. Alright, and then we'll hit enter on that, and we'll go to our wireframe, and we'll go to surface, surface 1, and that's our ring rail there, and then this profile, this profile, hold down control, get rid of that one, and this profile, and hit enter. Okay, and we'll take a look at that before we accept it. And that's what I wanted. I wanted a little indentation there, and it is touching up there. Okay, so we'll go ahead and select that or accept it. Alright, now from here, what we're going to do is a little more manipulation. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of this card, and we'll go to our gems, and we'll just throw a gem out there, and right away we're going to rotate it 90 degrees, hit enter, wrong side. Well, let's see, put our front, nope, that's okay. And we're going to size that down quite a bit. We can adjust it in a little bit. So let's go to our front view, and we'll drag it up right around in here. Put on our wireframe. And we'll go to our right view, and we want to kind of keep an eye on it here and drag it so that it's just hanging out. Maybe a little bit more. And I want to drag it up a little. Go to our front view. I could probably make that a little bit bigger. Whoop, wrong side. Make it a little bit bigger here. And let's just go ahead down a little. And hit enter, and we'll take that and we'll slap a bezel on it. So we'll go to settings and put a bezel on it. Did I do an under bezel? We'll go to the stone, go to bezel, and we'll do some manipulation here. Top thickness, bring it in just a little. Go to our perspective view. And that dome I want down a little. And our bezel placement, drag it back a little. Something like that. Maybe a little bit more. Hit enter. Now, since we can see it a little bit, oh, it's still a little sticking out, isn't it? Let's go back and edit a little. Bezel placement. We need to drag this up. Definitely doesn't need to be that far back there. Put on wireframe. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, that looks good. And we'll go ahead and accept that. So if we go to our front view, you can see that it's above our rail, so it shouldn't be a problem for the customer when she wears it. So we're going to go ahead and take this stone and this bezel, and we're going to mirror it to the other side at our X direction and turn off Y, and it's on our other side, and we'll hit enter on that, and take a look. Looks decent. Now from here, there's just a small couple things you have to do, is Boolean joining. So let's go ahead and start doing that. We'll go ahead to our tools menu, our solid menu, and Boolean union. First thing we're going to do is grab this one, hit enter, and grab that one, hit enter, and hit enter. So this one I'm going to turn to our white, so we have that. Next thing what we're going to do is some of these prongs, I believe, since we mirrored them, will be joined. So we need to unjoin those. And let's go from this prong and, well, back out of that. We want our ring to be our first surface. Hit enter, and then this prong, and hit enter, enter. And then same thing, right click, redo the command. Select our ring first, and then we're going to select this one, and hit enter, enter, and then we're going to right click on the mouse again, and we're going to click our ring, hit enter, this one, hit enter, enter. Okay, so all our prongs are now attached. And next thing we want to do is go ahead and, before we do our bezels though, I'm just going to go ahead and cut a little hole in there. So I'm going to go to my stones, select all my blue, go to cutters, grab a cutter. Now these are a little bit different. I'm just going to be worried. I'm going to get rid of these. There's no reason to cut this. So first thing we're going to do is, oh, it's on that. So let's back out. Let's select this stone, and this stone, and go to our cutters. All right. So I want to, first thing is go to my girdle thickness and take down to 0. Oh, good thing. Matrix, November 9th, I think, is coming out. You don't have to do the cutting for the stones for rendering. So that's positive. 3.1 or 3.01 or something like that. But for now, we have to do all that. So go here. I don't want to cut my prongs, so I'm going to drag that cutter in quite a bit. Little notch is no big deal, but I don't want them cutting so much. But I do want this down here. So we'll take that. I want a nice little, I don't want it to be pinching them. So let's drag this one down just a little bit more. Something like that, and we'll hit enter. And now we'll do a boolean. So we'll go to solids menu, boolean difference, our ring, enter. Something happened there. Our ring, enter, our cutters, enter, and enter. So we have our holes there now. Just a little bit. I don't know why I like it, but I do. And now at this point what we can do is do our under bezels. So boolean union, our ring with this one. Again, our ring with this one. Our ring with this one. Okay, back out of that. Our ring, enter with this one, enter, enter, and then our ring, enter with this one, enter, enter, and our last one, our ring with this one, enter, enter. Okay, and now let's take this and just hide it to see what we got left. Show, hide, hide, enter. So let's get rid of all this, all the green out there. Those are left over from the bottom. Oh. Let's back that out. Let's take all our green and we'll change them to white. And let's get rid of our curves. And let's bring back our ring and let's see what we have here. We'll go to our plastic. Is it watertight? It says varies. Closed poly surface, so it's good to go. It's done. Let's do a little check at our render. Let's turn on matrix rendering. Go to we'll hit enter and There we go. With the Euro shank. Alright, so if the video was informative, you learned anything new, please leave a like, subscribe, and a comment below. Appreciate you watching, and good designing. Thanks very much.